Good afternoon, Merrimack Elementary. Hope everybody's had a fantastic week. It's been a big week here as we've been having lots of fun stuff going on, and then we're getting ready to welcome in May just next week, and we got lots going on next week also. So, just want to kind of run down a few things that's been hitting big this week. I know we've had our shoe drive going on, continuing some of picking up from our week of service last week. So, if you hadn't had a chance and you've got some new or gently used shoes that you'd be willing to donate to someone who is in need, that would be great. Please, give them to your child, put them in a bag, and we can bring them in here and take care of all that and getting them to an organization called Helping Hand-Me-Downs, which will make sure those get to people in need. Other things that we had this week, last night we had a huge choir performance, and our fourth graders put on a great show. So congratulations to Mrs. Shanker, all of our choir students, as well as our fourth graders who were in there singing and walking and dancing and playing instruments. We had a solo drum special. It was all kinds of fun stuff taking place in the gym last night. So big congratulations to Mrs. Shanker and to all of those students. And then finally, tonight is our big international night, our annual event where we get to celebrate all the richness in the different communities and cultures and countries and everybody that comes together to make Merrimack such a special place. So that'll be taking place in the gym this evening, starting around 6 o'clock. There's food, there's activities, there'll be passports, all kinds of stuff for your child to enjoy. So I've been talking to the kids about it all week. So we're looking forward to hopefully seeing a lot of you guys up here for International Night tonight. And then looking forward next week, as we move into May, is going to be a pretty big week as well. We will be starting things like for our third through fifth graders, we'll be starting map testing next week. That's the annual Missouri assessment that we have to take every year for part of the requirements from the state. So that takes place starting next week. So, there may be some different schedules and things like that for some of the kids. So if they're noticing just being a little bit off, it might be a little bit of have to do with that because there will be just a little bit of different schedules so that we can get the testing completed in the time frame that we need to do that. But that does start for our third through fifth graders next week. Also next week, we've got two big events. Next Thursday evening is our art walk, in which Mrs. Williams puts that together downstairs. There's be different displays and things hung up in the hallways downstairs at the lower level. There's pottery, there's graphic designs, there's artwork, there's all kinds of fun stuff that the kids will create and put on display downstairs. That's next Thursday from 6 to 7. So we'll be looking forward to seeing a lot of you guys here next Thursday. And then Friday night, if you remember in the fall, normally our first big PTO event is the movie night. But in the fall, it was rained out. So next Friday, we will be having our rescheduled movie night taking place right here on the blacktop. Now, it's hard to say an exact starting time because really the movie starts when it gets dark enough to be able to be shown outside. So just know that we will be setting up on the blacktop next Friday evening for a movie under the stars. It's a great way to kind of get into May. And again, it's that rescheduled event from this fall. So lots going on, lots of fun stuff as we get ready to go into May. And then we'll be talking about all the events that come with May here before too long as well. So, hope everybody has had a great week. Have a wonderful weekend. And we'll look forward to seeing everybody either tonight at International Night or next Monday.